Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of UCPW Smackdown. And it's the final UCPW Smackdown episode that will feature the best in the World Series as we are coming down to the semifinals and finals of the top 4 participants being in action. We are going to have 2 huge battle royals for you here tonight. Plus, you'll see our UCPW Heavyweight Champion Bobby Roode go in one-on-one action against the one and only cleaner, Kenny Omega. I am Christian Tracy alongside with my colleague Neil tonight, and Neil, we have got some tremendous action for these folks here tonight.
That is true. It is a big night, as tonight we're going to see who will be able to make it into the semifinals of the Best in the World Series. So tonight is an important night for everybody here in the Best in the World Series. So this is definitely a night to pay attention to.
As you are, but let's kick the night off where we will see the Grand Champion go one-on-one against Big Boss Man. Go one-on-one against Chris Jericho in singles action. As you all know, ladies and gentlemen, that last episode, it was Big Boss Man versus Brock Lesnar. But at the same time, Jericho came out to watch, study Boss Man because, like I said in the last episode, it would be Jericho versus Boss Man. So basically, Jericho wanted to see the competition, and that was what got and that was a bit of a distraction for Boss Man. But at the same time, Brock Lesnar came out victorious, so he's got a future. UCPW Grand Championship matchup. But now, this man right here, oh wait a minute, Jericho is making his way out, but apparently Boss Man is jumping him from behind. Boss Champion going after Chris Jericho during his entrance. Do you think this has to do some, do you think that this has to be some tension from the last episode?
Probably, because if you remember, Boss Man was going 1-1 with Brock Lesnar, and then Chris Jericho decided to distract Big Boss Man. So now Boss Man probably trying to get some retribution because remember, Boss Man was defeated by Brock Lesnar, now making Brock Lesnar a potential contender for his UCPW Grand Championship. Probably not what the Big Boss Man probably wanted to have.
And now these two are just taking it on the ramp. They're going back and forth, sharing strikes with each other as Jericho's throwing Boss Man down the ramp. Oh, and a kick into the face. Now Jericho's making his way down the ring. Now Boss Man, oh, and what a wicked clothesline. These two are just battling out outside as Boss Man is just clobbering away from Jericho, but Jericho versus Big Boo Owen just dropping Big Boss Man and just stomping and kicking in the face of the Grand Champion himself. And Boss Man reversing, throwing Jericho in the ring. Looks like this matchup is gonna happen. And Jericho thrown into a turnbuckle, but now Boss Man is just Irish whipping Jericho all around, just landing strikes. As we are live here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Now Boss Man, what's he doing? Oh, and what a sitting leg drop on the middle rope by Big Boss Man, laying down Chris Jericho. Now Jericho managed to get back up, and a bulldog by Jericho. Now let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, that these two will be facing off. These two will face each other at Bash at the Beach for that UCPW Grand Championship that Boss Man has right now currently. But this is basically a warm-up match that I made these two go in. Now what could be? Now do you think once these two tear each other apart after this episode, that the same thing might happen at Bash at the Beach?
for no doubt about it. That might be a possibility, as the tension right now is pretty high between Bossman and Chris Jericho. And if this continues on to Bash the Beach like this, no doubt about it, they might be already torn up before we even get to Bash the Beach.
And apparently, I guess so. But now Bossman is now clinched into the walls in the middle of the ring. Oh, and Bossman reverses. Bossman right now. Oh, and the headbutt onto Chris Jericho by the big Bossman. Bossman picking up Jericho. What's he doing? Going for a huge suplex, it looks like. And it connects. Now Bossman picking up Jericho, going for a sidewalk slam, but no, it looks like Jericho reversing. Jericho right now going for, looked like he was going to go for another walk, but Bossman versus, these two are just reversing each other's moves right here. That could be a bit of strategy for both these guys. Jericho's got Bossman, he's got him on the ropes right now. What's he doing? He's got Bossman out of the ring. What's Jericho doing? What could he be thinking right here? And Jericho, Bossman get back up. Oh, and Jericho going for a suicide dive on the outside onto Bossman, laying him out. I see the crowd. That was awesome. That suicide dive that Jericho did. Going for a suplex. Bossman reverses. Oh, and a neck breaker on the outside on that mat. Bossman throwing Jericho back in the ring. And an elbow into the head. Now Bossman's back in. Picking up Jericho. What's Bossman doing? Oh, I think he was going to go for a spine buster. But Jericho reversing. And now, after that reversal, Jericho's going to try and lock Bossman into the walls yet again. But I think Bossman, he's trying to reach the ropes. He's trying to reach the ropes. But Bossman makes it to the ropes. And now Jericho setting it up. This could be a finish right here as a codebreaker connects to the big Bossman. Jericho going for the pin right here. 1, 2, and 3. Chris Jericho is able to beat the UCPW Grand Champion, and that is Big Bossman. But now, after this victory, the question is, can he do it again at Bash at the Beach and gain that UCPW Grand Championship?
That is what Chris Jericho is going for, that UCPW Grand Championship. And if he can do that to Big Bossman at Bash at the Beach, we'll be looking at a new UCPW Grand Champion.
That's right, as you see right there, Codebreaker by Jericho. That was the finishing touch right there. Ref counting 1 and 2 and 3. Jericho managed to beat the UCPW Grand Champion. What a victory it is for this man, Chris Jericho, as he's showing that if he could beat Bossman tonight, then he could do it at Bash at the Beach. He's here to prove that he means business with Bossman. And a victory right there by Jericho and by Jericho. Well, let's head into our next matchup, in which will be one of the 2 battle royals in the Best in the World Series, as we're closing to an end to the Best in the World Series. These men are going to be battling out. 6 of these men the 12 competitors will be battling out in 6-man battle royals. So this first matchup will contain Daniel Bryan, Batista, Eddie Guerrero, John Cena, Sting, and Kane. Question is, who will be getting? And the tally for these 2 battle royals will be up to 25 points in these battle royals right here. Question is, who will be able to gain them? We'll find out in this one of the 2 battle royals. The Special World Series is coming to an end. But the question is, can this man right here, the current UCPW light heavyweight champion Daniel Bryan, be able to manage to keep his first place reign here in the Best in the World Series? Daniel Bryan is currently holding with 54 points, making him in the top 4 in first place. The question is, if you're Daniel Bryan and heading into this kind of matchup, what might you want to do to be able to keep the #1 spot in the top 4?
The best strategy for anybody competing in this matchup is to simply just collapse against the competition. This is a battle royal. You cannot win this match in the first 5 minutes compared to a normal round-1 match. You have to actually take the time to do your best to stay in the ring as possible. As we say, survival of the fittest. This is the pure definition of it right here. Because you can definitely lose this match early, but you cannot win early, so you've got to survive.
That could be, my friend. But here comes one half of the UCPW Tag Team Champions in Batista. Batista, as of late, he's been in the top 4 as well, as he is in 3rd place currently with 37 points. The question is, after that battle with The Undertaker last episode, will he be able to get the 25 points here tonight? Because both Undertaker and Batista went all out last episode. The question is, can Batista get the win and actually make sure to get in first place?
So is this crowd, Michael, and justifiably so. This one's going to be simply amazing.
Batista right here has been back and forth here in the Best in the World Series, but now he has managed to be in the top 4 in 3rd place. The question is, can he be able to hold on to that 3rd place spot heading into this matchup? We're gonna find out. This man right here, this man, the first ever UCPW light heavyweight champion, Eddie Guerrero, will be remembered. The question is, can he be able to get in the top 4 after this matchup? As Eddie Guerrero, he is currently holding with 33 points here in this matchup. The question is, can he be able to defeat these 5 other men here going into this matchup and being able to make it to the semifinals? Let's see Guerrero getting ready right here. And here comes the leader of Ascension. This man has been back and forth. There's been a couple of losses as of late, but this man has been back and forth. And that is John Cena. And with Cena, he has been back and forth in the whole Best in the World Series. The question is, can he be able to get the 25 points and get out of 7th place, which he is currently holding with 24 points in the Special World Series? The question is, with this win, this could mean big for Cena. This would mean he is going to be a step closer to getting a future World Championship match going into the semifinals of the Best in the World Series. But this man right here, this man, the man known as Sting, has been also back and forth in this whole Best in the World Series. But the question is, with Sting currently in 9th place, with that 14 points, which he is tied with gentleman Jack Gallagher and Kane, the question is, can he be able to actually get out of 9th place? That's the true question that Sting has been worried about. Number 9. He doesn't want to end up in almost dead last in this whole Best in the World Series.
And there's been so much upward movement from new faces over the past
Sting right
few
here
weeks
has been
dropping more than
back
10
and forth in the
spots
Best in the World Series, but at the same time, the question is, can Sting be able to get the 25 points? We'll find out heading into this matchup. But we gotta wait for one more man, and here he comes right now. Kane also tied with Gentleman Jack Gallagher and Sting, currently in 11th place with 14 points. The question is, with Kane, gotta have a back and forth matchup with Jack Gallagher. Can he get the 25 points and actually try to manage to get in the top 4? That's the question right now. Any of these men have a chance at being at the top 4. The question is, it doesn't depend on the place that they're in. It matters is getting those points, those 25 points going into this matchup. But with all these 6 men, these 6 have a chance to actually boost their points up. And as you see, this matchup is underway. As you here, Cena's going after Kane. Sting and Daniel Bryan are going at it, and Eddie Guerrero and Batista are going back and forth. Here, who would you pick to actually, out of these 6 men, who would you actually pick to actually, boost their rankings in the Best in the World Series and actually gain the 25 points?
Well, that's going to be a tough one because as you see, this ring is stacked of competitors who want to make it to Bash at the Beach, who want to make it to Bash the Best in the World, to face the UCPW World Heavyweight Champion. Everyone here is fighting with a purpose, and when that's the case, it is hard to predict a winner. You just have to see how this one's gonna go.
Okay. At the same time, like I said, these 6 men have a chance, have a shot to actually boost their rankings in the Best of World Series. But the question is, can one of these men be able to actually get the rankings up? That's the question. As you see right here, Cena out in the corner right now. Now Dan Bryan was focusing on Kane a bit, but now he's focusing back at Sting. Question is, and see right here, Eddie Guerrero trying to go after Batista. Both Batista and Eddie are going back and forth with each other. Cena, he's got Kane right now, going for the elimination. Dan Bryan in the corner. Batista, Luthez press to Sting right now. Kane's managed to get out of the elimination right there. Oh, and a huge chop. And see right here, both the UCPW Light Heavyweight Champion and the former Light Heavyweight Champion are taking a breather in this matchup. As Sting going for a back clothesline. And now Kane with a back suplex to John Cena right now. Now Kane's focusing. As you see right here, both Daniel Bryan and Eddie Guerrero are going at it. As Daniel is going to try to eliminate his former rival here in UCPW. And it looks like Eddie was managed to get out of it. And a leaping DDT by Sting. Now, looks like Batista is picking up John Cena. What could he be going for right here? Cena going for a straight punch. Putting Batista in the corner. Going for the elimination as Kane is going after Dan Bryan and Eddie is going after Sting. Batista has managed to get out of the elimination. And a power slam right there by Kane. And you see right here, oh, and looks like John Cena is apparently the first man to be eliminated by the one half of the UCPW Tag Team Champions in Batista. That's a bit of a shock right there. Even Cena is a bit of in disbelief right here. I'm wondering what he was doing wrong.
A clubbing clothesline. He might have it.
And Dan Bryan, what's he doing? He's got Kane. Oh, and a huge Dragon suplex right there, eliminating Kane. And now Sting trying to eliminate Batista as Dan Bryan's going after his former rival and Eddie Guerrero. Batista's managing to stay in, and it looks like he was almost going to be eliminated, but he managed to stay in as well. And Batista, what's he doing? He's going for a Batista bomb, no, power bomb. Oh, and Sting landing on that mat on the outside, eliminating him in the Battle Royal. And ladies and gentlemen, we are down to the final three. Eddie Guerrero, Daniel Bryan, and Batista. Oh, and Batista almost being eliminated right there. These three men are having a chance. These three men will have a chance to get the 25 points as Batista, you see, rolling out, getting a breather as you see him, the former rivals going at it. And Eddie Guerrero, what's he doing? Uh-oh, Daniel's got no, Hurricanrana, Daniel Bryan's eliminated. Daniel Bryan has been eliminated by Eddie Guerrero. It was like a bit of tension right there. These two men were able to stay in as long as they can, but it looks like Daniel Bryan is at least tried to be able to retain his top place, but it looks like that's not going to be the case. And now we're down to the final two. Batista and Eddie Guerrero, one of these two men are going to be able to get the 25 points here in the Best in the World Series. Oh, it looks like Batista was going for a back suplex, but it looks like Eddie managed to go for a reversing crossbody.
He's in a little bit of trouble now. He has hopes of winning this match.
Eddie Guerrero, what's he doing? Going to the top. Telling Batista to get up. And Eddie, Hurricanrana. Eddie Guerrero slowly picking up Batista. What's Eddie doing? And he's going for it. He's going for those triple suplexes, aka he would like to call them the Three Amigos, and it connects. Eddie's got a chance to actually eliminate Batista as of late right now. If he managed to throw him over, but no, what's Eddie doing? Oh, I think he was going for a lasso and El Paso, but Batista versus. And Batista, he's got Eddie. Oh, and just going for trying to go for the elimination here. Batista trying to eliminate Eddie Guerrero, and it looks like he's managed to throw Eddie Guerrero over the top rope. Batista winning this Battle Royal and picking up the 25 points heading into this Best in the World Series. What a victory this is for Batista, as now, after that victory, he has managed to head into first place here in the Best in the World Series. Batista is going to the semifinals as the top in the first place here in the Best in the World Series. Now Batista boosts his 37 points, and with that 25 points that he has gained, Batista now holds 62 points in this Best in the World Series. Like I said, managing to head into first place. And before we head to the last Battle Royal, the tally now, the top four now currently are Batista, Daniel Bryan, RVD, and Goldberg. Question is, with RVD and Goldberg being in the next matchup, being in the next Battle Royal, how will these two retaliate? We'll have to find out here, as right now we are getting into some annual UCPW Hardcore Championship action, as Mr. Perfect will actually defend the UCPW Hardcore Championship in a triple threat match. And you can see right here, lovely crowd here in the UCPW arena. And now this man right here, looks like Jake Roberts is gonna try to go after the UCPW Hardcore Championship once again. As Jake Roberts, he tried to manage to get the Hardcore Championship back at UCPW Vengeance, but he was unable to actually gain it. So basically, looks like Jake Roberts is gonna try to get the UCPW Hardcore Championship in this matchup. And you see right there in that back, he's got that dastardly snake.
There's gonna be some doubt that creeps into your head. It's just human nature.
Now, Jake Roberts, yes, here wait the other two opponents right here, but it looks like one of these two is a UCPW original right here. Mankind. First time we've seen him in season 3 ever since season 2. I believe at the World Cup. This was the last time. That was the last time that Mankind has been featured on a UCPW event. So Mankind is going to try and be able to actually gain that UCPW Hardcore Championship that most others have held. But with this man right here, coming off of a huge victory right here in the UCPW arena, with him, with Mr. Perfect defeating Lars Sullivan, actually being Lars Sullivan as one of the competitors. The question is, with Mr. Perfect coming off of the victory last episode, how can he actually retain heading into this matchup, as most people has never been able to retain that UCPW Hardcore Championship?
Well, that's going to be a tough one, because Mr. Perfect coming into this match, the odds are not on his side. He has a 67% chance of losing that UCPW Hardcore Championship. So Mr. Perfect is definitely going to have to be on the top of his game if he wants to keep the Hardcore Championship. Because remember, he doesn't have to be pinned or even submitted to lose that title. So this is about it. Perfect has to be alert at all times for this matchup.
Maybe, but this matchup, that UCPW Hardcore Championship has held the likes of Michael Orlando, Lars Sullivan, Elias, Rhino, who is a two-time UCPW Hardcore Champion, and many others, and also Mr. Perfect. Currently, the question is, can Perfect be able to retain the championship? As you see, the matchup was underway as Mr. Perfect is going after Mankind, and Jake Roberts slowly heading out of the ring and grabbing a ladder right now.
How's that for ferocious? It's like someone hit the repeat button for this move.
And you see right here, Mr. Perfect and going after Mankind right here.
No one was expecting.
Now Roberts just slowly looking at Mr. Perfect, just dropping him down.
Mr. Perfect. In your expert opinion, what can the WWE
And now, and Roberts going for the arm of Mr. Perfect.
But if anybody's up for the task,
Almost going for a reverse right there. But it looks like Perfect is able to reverse, but no, he went for a dropkick, but Jake Roberts reversed as he's going for a sidewalk slam. There's Mankind standing right there, staring into Jake Roberts. Mankind is going for a clothesline. Roberts managed to stop. Oh, and a vicious strike to Mankind by Jake Roberts, picking him up. No, Mankind able to reverse. Perfect's getting back up. Oh, and a net breaker by Mankind. Now working on the head, but no, Mr. Perfect is able to stop Mankind. Now Perfect is wondering what he should do. Now he is going for a bulldog to Jake Roberts. Staring down at Mankind right here, as Mankind was grabbing the ladder, but no, he's managed to, Mr. Perfect was able to stop him before he was using that ladder. Oh, and just dropping into a jaw bust right there by Mr. Perfect. And now working on the arm as Mankind is getting back up. And Roberts going for a backbreaker right there. Mankind, what's he doing? As Roberts is apparently staying back in as Mankind went for a boot into the gut. Oh, and a DDT by Mankind. An elbow by Mankind to Jake Roberts. Mankind has been on a roll right now. But no, Roberts, oh, and he was managed to reverse, now working on the arm. And Perfect going for a steal right here, trying to go for the pin quickly, and Roberts was able to stop. Now Perfect is telling one of them to bring it. Going for a drop kick right there onto Mankind. Mankind throwing Jake Roberts into the corner, but he was managed to get bulldog by Mr. Perfect. It's Perfect right here. It's going for a sitting net breaker right here.
Perfectly executed.
Going for the pin right now. 1, 2, and no, Mankind is able to kick out. Drop kick to the back. No, Mankind reversed. And a clothesline dropping Mr. Perfect, and a bulldog by Jake Roberts to Mankind. Going for the pin right now. 1, and no, not even 2. Mankind able to get out. Even Roberts is wondering, sitting in the corner, what he needs to do to actually defeat these two men. Now going for the pin once again. It's Perfect getting up. 1 count yet again. Mankind kicking out. Now working on Mr. Perfect. That's Mr. Perfect right now. Going for the perfect plex. And going for the pin on Jake Roberts. Mankind is down. 1, 2. And it looks like Mr. Perfect is able to retain that UCPW Hardcore Championship in distinctive fashion. Mankind was knocked down by Jake Roberts as Perfect got up. Jake Roberts fell into that perfect plex, as you're seeing right here, ladies and gentlemen. And after that perfect plex, Mr. Perfect went for the cover, and he is able to retain that UCPW Hardcore Championship.
And the first match of the night comes to an end in thrilling fashion.
What a victory for Mr. Perfect. Now the question is, who will be able to step up in the future Hardcore Championship matches? Will Perfect be able to retain? That we'll have to see in the future of these UCPW episodes. But now, up next, ladies and gentlemen, we will see the UCPW World Champion Bobby Roode go in action one-on-one against the one and only cleaner Kenny Omega. This should be an instant classic right here, folks. I see right here, everybody here heat it up. But at the same time, here comes the current UCPW World Champion, the glorious Bobby Roode. The question is, will he be able to defeat Kenny Omega? But the bigger question is, will he be able to actually defeat the Rated R Superstar Edge at Bash the Beach. As you can hear the crowd, they're singing the Bobby Roode's theme right here. But Bobby Roode coming out in distinctive fashion, showing that he is one of the greatest UCPW World Champions of all time. But you know, if you were Bobby Roode and you were to actually be in action with Kenny Omega like he's going to do tonight, and also had to focus on trying to beat Edge, what could be the strategy heading into the next few weeks until Bash at the Beach?
Bobby Roode's strategy right now is probably to focus on one objective at a time. Bobby Roode's main objective tonight is to defeat the cleaner Kenny Omega, who we have not seen in UCPW yet. So this is going to be an interesting matchup on our hands tonight. Seeing Bobby Roode and Kenny Omega. So this is definitely Kenny Omega's chance to shine. But we'll have to see if Bobby Roode can also stay on top of the competition once again here in UCPW.
Maybe. As most people are calling Roode and Edge's match at Bash at the Beach an instant classic. These two might be having some heat back and forth over the past few weeks, ever since Edge has got the victory and be able to get an opportunity to face Bobby Roode at Bash at the Beach. At the same time, during Edge's match with Mark Andrews last episode, Bobby Roode was a bit distracting Edge during the matchup, but at the same time, Edge was able to pick up the victory over Mark Andrews via countout. So I guess he means business on when he's going to be facing Bobby. But with Bobby, the question is, will Edge be able to do the same thing? Will Edge make sure to distract Bobby going into this matchup? That we'll have to see. But as Bobby Roode is waiting for his opponent, the one question can remain on what could be going through his mind as he is facing one man that we have never seen here in UCPW before until now. Kenny Omega, one of the top names that we have ever drafted here in UCPW. He's going to be able to face off. He's having his first debut match here tonight, and that is to go up against the UCPW World Champion. Now, you and Kenny Omega, what would your mind be thinking on going up against a man like Bobby Roode, who is a two-time UCPW World Champion?
Well, he definitely looks ready for what's ahead of him here.
Well, if you're Kenny Omega right now, this is probably the opportunity of a lifetime for any UCPW combatant right now, especially for Kenny Omega. He's making his debut tonight, and he's going up against Bobby Roode, the UCPW World Champion. So definitely lots of fans, they're going to be seeing probably the next big UCPW superstar right now in Kenny Omega.
That could be, but at the same time, the one question remains, and Bobby Roode, right now this matchup was underway. The one question remains, do you think Edge might be watching this matchup, as he might be studying the mind of Bobby Roode and what he is capable of in one-on-one action?
That would definitely be a good idea for Edge to make sure that he knows what he's expecting come Bash at the Beach.
That could be, but now Kenny Omega almost on a roll right now, throwing Bobby Roode out to the ring. Omega right now on a roll right here. Already at the start of the matchup, but now Bobby Roode is trying to get back in there.
Oh, I think this man means business.
Bobby's trying to get back in there as he's picking up Kenny Omega slowly and going for a suplex, connecting. And Omega, he could be in a difficult situation right here, as the ref is at count of 5, throwing Omega into the barricade. Oh, and just throwing him right there. And now Omega reversing. Both of them might be able to go into a double counter right here, as count of 7 right now. Both men have to get back into the ring as that count of 8 right now. And We're at a count of 9 right now. Oh, and Kenny. Oh, and what a shocker. Apparently, Omega, that was a bit of dirty work right there in distinctive fashion. I know it might have be a count out, but Bobby Roode. Omega reversed Bobby Roode. Turnbuckle pull at the count of 9 and throwing and making it back into the ring before the 10 count. Omega picking up a huge victory, a huge count victory against the UCPW World Champion Bobby Roode. The same thing happened to Edge too. A bit of the same thing happened to Edge when he was facing Mark Andrews, so maybe that might have been some payback to Bobby Roode. Maybe Edge was probably a bit behind. Maybe was saying to Bobby, "Hey, if you lose via countout, it's not my fault." But what a victory this is for Kenny Omega, getting a victory over the UCPW World Champion.
Coming up is a form of combat that personifies the concept of every man for himself. Enough preliminary.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our main event of the evening, in which we will see the final match of the Best in the World Series, which is the second Battle Royal for the 25 points, as it will be RVD, Goldberg, Jim Neidhart, Randy Orton, Gentleman Jack Gallagher, and The Undertaker going against each other, heading into this matchup. Question is, who will be able to get the victory and get the 25 points and be able to head into the top 4? Let's see right here, the crowd a bit heated up as of late, but here comes a man who has been back and forth here in the UCPW Best in the World Series. RVD, one of the best names here in the Best in the World Series. One of the top names that have been able to get a couple of wins and being on a winning streak. But now it all comes down to this: can RVD be able to stay in the top 4, as RVD is currently now in 3rd place with 48 points? Can he be able to retain and stay and be able to stay in the top 4? That we'll have to find out. But with this man right here, a bit of a back and forth here in the UCPW arena. One name that strikes a couple of wins have been as of late. Goldberg has been managed to get a couple of wins back and forth. At the same time, he has been back and forth here at the Best of the World Series. The question is, can he be able to stay in the Best of the World Series with the 25 points going into his matchup, as Goldberg currently almost mere edge to being out of the top 4. He is in 4th with 36 points in the Best in the World Series. If you were Goldberg and almost about an inch or a few points away on almost being out of the top 4, what could be the strategy going through Goldberg's head, as this could be his last chance and being in the top 4?
Goldberg knows that this is it, so Goldberg knows that in his mind he probably has that now or never mentality that we've seen out of Goldberg before. That's got him a couple wins in the Best in the World Series. So now Goldberg, he's going to have to rely on that never give up kind of style to stay in this matchup. And if he picks up that big 25 points, that will definitely boost him to guarantee himself in the top 4.
That could be a possibility, but Goldberg knows that this could be it. This could be a close end for him in the Best in the World Series. He knows that Goldberg, he knows that he will have one more shot, and this could be it right here for him. So Goldberg has to stay strong and be able to win this match, or else it's done for him in this Best in the World Series. But this man right here, Jim Neidhart, a bit slow at the beginning of the Best in the World Series, but it's almost close to the end. Neidhart was able to get a win over Eddie Guerrero, and he was able to get a victory and get the 7 points, but at the same time, it was a huge upset when he actually won at UCPW Vengeance and get the 20 points. Neidhart in 6th place right now with 27 points. The question is, can he be able to boost his energy up? Maybe he'll have the opportunity to boost it up into the 50s. That could be a possibility for Neidhart. But at the same time, here comes the other half of the UCPW Tag Team Champions, and that is Randy Orton. Orton has been a back and forth win and loss here in the whole Best in the World Series. He knows that it all comes down to this, but I actually spoke with him on what could be going through his mind heading to his matchup. He said he doesn't care if he wins or loses the matchup. The only important thing is that he and Batista, in which he included Batista, that both of them, they might not win the Best of the World Series. If Batista is able to win the whole Best of the World Series and Orton doesn't, he's like, he told me that at least he'll still have a title around his waist. So basically, Batista and Orton showing that if these two don't win the Best in the World Series, the whole thing, and be able to both head into the top 4, they could still, and actually head to the finals at Bash of the Beach, they'll still walk out as your UCPW Tag Team Champions. What could be going through everybody's mind, and even Orton's mind, that if he and Batista go up against each other in the semifinals or even finals, what might those two be thinking? That one of these two will be going in not only as getting an opportunity at the World Championship at Best in the World, but going in as also one half of the Tag Team Champions.
It'll be lots of stakes on the line if Batista and Randy Orton get in the match. There's already lots of stakes already in just this matchup. But then let alone Batista and Randy Orton get into it. That'll definitely be an interesting situation. We might see what happened last time in the Best in the World Division these Randy Orton faced off when Randy Orton kind of not really showed off his best. That might happen. We'll have to find out if we get there.
Maybe, but the last time those two fought, Batista came out with victory. Maybe it'll be Orton's time if these two battle again. But Jim and Jack Gallagher coming out and making his way to the ring. Gallagher has been in a back and forth situation here in the Best in the World Series. Currently in 10th place, staying with Kane and Sting with 14 points. Gallagher has been in tremendous action here in the Best in the World Series. He knows it might come down to this. He knows that he might leave the Best in the World Series with his head held high, but at the same time, Gallagher this could be his last chance for Britain's finest here in the Best of the World Series. But they also know that this last man in the Battle Royal has been in a back and forth situation as of late too. Undertaker, the dead man, currently in last place with 11 points. In your mind right now, with Taker, last place, what could be going through your head? What could be going through Undertaker's mind with him being in last place?
Here we go, and it sounds to me like the crowd is more than ready.
Well, anytime you're in last place, if you're picked last, it's not the best feeling. It's not the best feeling to be in last place. Taker knows that. Taker understands that he's in last place. But when it comes to being in last place, I think if anyone can come in the last place and probably pull off probably one of the best victories of the best in the World Series, it would be the Undertaker.
And let's not forget, Taker's had a victory over Bobby Roode back at One Night Only Victory Road. So basically, Bobby Roode knows what it's been in the ring with Undertaker. He knows Undertaker's mind. He knows his game plan. But the question is, can the same thing work for Taker on going into this matchup and trying to get the 25 points? But with Undertaker, anything can happen, as he is the phenom of UCPW. Undertaker, sees it right there. Gallagher was a bit getting close to Undertaker, as those two had a bit of history, almost being at the top, almost being in the first 4 matches of the best in the World Series. Do you think that was a bit of tension and trying to tease Undertaker's from Gallagher? Do you think he was a bit teasing Taker?
Maybe that could be, maybe Gallagher trying to play some kind of mind game on Taker. That's definitely a possibility. That's definitely a possibility. If any mind games could probably work in anyone's favor, maybe not Undertaker's, but probably anyone's favor in this match.
Maybe. I see right there, almost everybody surrounding the ring. Surrounding the Undertaker. Knowing that he's one of the top guys here in UCPW. They know that he's got to win over Bobby Roode, so they know what could be going through Undertaker's mind. As this matchup is underway, as Goldberg is going after Gallagher, Taker already trying to eliminate Randy Orton, and Neidhart going after RVD. And wait. Oh, and just dropping RVD on the top row. I thought Neidhart was eliminating RVD already in this matchup. But Gallagher doing a bit of stomping on Goldberg right now. And Gallagher trying to go for the elimination already on Goldberg. This might not be good for him. No, Goldberg is able to stay in as Taker is going for those vicious strikes to Randy Orton. Slamming RVD into the corner. Neidhart trying to go for the elimination. Orton just taunting at the UCPW crowd. Goldberg's got Gallagher. Orton just a huge spine buster. A military press spine buster. Goldberg's got Orton, but now a DDT by Randy Orton. As you can hear, the crowd right now, they're going on Undertaker's side right now. But now, Taker and Neidhart going at it as Orton is trying to eliminate Jack Gallagher as Goldberg and RVD. Oh, and a drop kick by Goldberg. Trying to taunt at the UCPW crowd right here. And now Goldberg, what's he doing? Oh, and what a huge dragon suplex right there by Goldberg. Whoa, and RVD reverses with a huge kick. And a drop kick by Gallagher. And Taker trying to go for the elimination on Neidhart right here. Oh, and what a huge snap suplex. And another Northern Light suplex by both RVD and Jack Gallagher. And Orton dropping Jack Gallagher as Goldberg. Oh, and just a hip toss to Randy Orton. Goldberg, what's he doing? What could he be going for right here as he's calling for Randy? And a spear! Spear by Goldberg to one half of the tag team champions. And Goldberg, what's he doing? That's right there. Gallagher almost went for the elimination, but now Goldberg. Oh, and it looked like he was going for the elimination, but Goldberg, Randy Orton reversed it. But now Goldberg almost striking at Randy, but now Gallagher just stopped Goldberg. I don't think that was very wise of Gallagher to do that. Oh, and a huge rolling soup. What a huge rolling neck breaker that was by Goldberg. Oh, and Gallagher reverses. Taker just trading punches to RVD right now. And Neidhart. Oh, and Neidhart surprisingly eliminated Randy Orton right here. And now RVD almost eliminated Neidhart right here. And hey, with Neidhart getting the eliminating Randy, that could probably mean an opportunity at the tag titles. Because let's not forget that both Neidhart and Bret Hart know each other very well. So maybe that could be a sign that Neidhart and Bret Hart are trying to go after those tag titles. Wouldn't you agree?
That could be a possibility right there for Neidhart. That could be very possible for Neidhart in the future if he doesn't make it to the end of the Best of One Series.
Oh, and Neidhart was going for a big boot. Taker reverses, but now Taker showing that Taker is saying to Neidhart that he shouldn't have done that, and a back suplex to Goldberg. And now RVD and Undertaker are trading punches once again. Gallagher, Goldberg, and Neidhart take a breather as Taker trading punches, striking into RVD right now. And now Taker, what's he doing? He's setting it up. Taker's got RVD and a tombstone pile driver by the dead man. Oh, and a drop kick by Jack Gallagher with a huge boot into the face by Undertaker to Jim Neidhart. Oh, and a straight punch. Drop kick by Neidhart. And a huge back suplex, but no, Gallagher reverses to Goldberg. RVD's on the ropes. He's got to be careful. Neidhart's got him in the military press. And RVD is eliminated. And now, oh my God, Gallagher with a huge upset, eliminating Goldberg at the same time as RVD got eliminated. But now, Undertaker, Jack Gallagher, we are down to the final two, Undertaker and Jim Neidhart. One of these two men are going to be able to get that vicious 25 points. Looks like it could be Taker right here. Taker, he's a bit close on eliminating Neidhart, and he's done it. Undertaker has done it. Undertaker claiming that 25 points in the Best of the World, in the final Best of the World Series matchup. What a 50 this is for Undertaker. Starting off way at the bottom. But now, with Undertaker getting the 25 points with his 11 points, that leads him to 36. A bit tied with Goldberg right there. But apparently from my books right here, Taker is heading to the top 4. Taker is in the top 4 right now. A huge surprise right there. But now we know, ladies and gentlemen, for the semifinals will begin at the next episode. But the final 4, the top 4 competitors are Undertaker, RVD, Daniel Bryan, and Batista. Those 4 men are going and advancing into the semifinals of the Best in the World Series. The question is, who will be the top man and head into the top 2 men and head into the finals at Bash of the Beach? I want to thank, and that is going to do it for the next episode of UCPW Smackdown. I want to, 1, thank everybody for watching. 2, thank you for the support that you've shown over the past few UCPW episodes of the Best in the World Series. This was I believe that this was a tremendous success right here. Might have had some up and downs, but at the same time, I believe that this was one success that UCPW will never forget. If you guys enjoyed this, leave a like and comment down below on what you liked of the Best of the World Series, or any of this UCPW action as a play. Shouts out to my colleague Neil tonight and to everybody who watches my streams or watches my videos after, because you guys are the true MVPs. Subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't done it already for more UCPW action, and we will see you guys at the next episode, where we are gonna kick off with the top 4 superstars facing off for the Best in the World series, almost coming to an end. We'll be seeing you guys next time. Until then, peace out.